Welcome back, everybody. This is Mike from Door and Lock Tips, and we're going to be talking about the Triteq MicroIQ lock I just installed. So we're going to take a close-up look. These are one of the 6 locks I ordered from Amazon, of all places. Now, normally, you know, a locksmith wouldn't be searching on the Amazon site, but with all these delays, you know, delays in ordering and getting them from, you know, my normal suppliers, I thought I'm going to look into these locks. So I ordered it from Amazon. It took 9 days, as I mentioned in other videos. I'll put it down in the description. I really wish you'd go to those other videos and watch the ordering process and how it all unfolded, because I was happy with it, you know, 9 days. So I got these other locks, but I put this beauty, this little MicroIQ, on my own personal cabinet. And I'm really proud of it because it comes with this little key fob. I ordered it that way, and I highly suggest you order it with a key fob. The blue key fob, this is called the control key fob. So you can order a black one. I ordered this separately from the company. And you can order a black one. Now this is called the user. You have a user black you know, key fob, and then you have a supervisor black key fob. So you'd have 2 different functions of key fobs. And then this little beauty is the control key fob. So let me tell you a little bit about the control key fob. If you order this with the lock, and let's say you have somebody that goes rogue on you. You know, you got a manager and he decides, hey, forget this place, and you got 50 or 60 of these little MicroIQ locks in, or any of these locks. See, you can't do it with these locks. I mean, you're stuck. He takes the supervisor code, right, or the master code. Now what do? All your locks, you can't program them. You look at them and you go, man, what are we going to do? Well, if you ordered this little beauty, it comes pre-programmed to your lock, or you can change it. I mean, it's simple. The software, really, the embedded software is easy to use. But if you have this thing, he's gone, you got it right here in the fob. And you can go ahead and change back the master code with this key fob. So he's gone and you're not stuck. Because, boy, I'll tell you, as a locksmith goes, I've heard these horror stories, and you don't want to be there when you hear them, because they're going like, you know, he took off, and what do we do? Well, because these locks are not inexpensive. I mean, these are all in the 120, 50 range, right? So these are electronic cabinet locks. This isn't the little teeny cam lock that's, you know, $4 and you pull on it and it breaks. Yeah, that's not this lock. So we're going to pull this thing off. We're going to look down on it with the camera's eye, you know, how it can scrutinize so well. And so I'm going to come right down on it, and then I'm going to explain the software with it. So we're going to look at it, see how good this lock really is. So stay tuned. Well, here's the lock. I've got it off, as much as I didn't want to take it off. And it looks real nice. This is all metal. So it's good and strong, all one piece, won't break, which is nice. Now you can take the Allen wrench and take this little thumb turn off, which is kind of nice. You can put different thumb turns on it, but Amazon sells it this way, okay? So if you want specialty items, you just go to Triteq's own personal store. Now here's the battery, coin cell battery. Now make note of this. This will not corrode. You know how important that is? I don't know if you've been in a facility before or worked in one as a locksmith, but if you have batteries that corrode, you're really sick. And they can corrode in 6 months easy. So this covers up this fastening screw. So here's the little items that come with it so you can fasten it. Now I use this little zip screw for the tail. So see that little hole there? I use that on, because it's easy for me to just screw it into wood, and that'll go into steel. So the applications of this thing are vast. So you can put it in a lot of environments. So we'll just call it environments. This can go on a wooden drawer. a wooden door, right? Steel door. It doesn't matter. You just order it a little shorter from the factory. Now, this one from Amazon comes with an 1.125" barrel. So the length of this is 1.125", and this is 3/4 inch size. So you're going to drill 3/4 inch, and you're going to just put this little screw in the back. I mean, I found it easy. If I wanted to, I could have used their supplied longer screws and put a nut and bolt on it, but I didn't. You know, I kind of cheated out. And so I used that. Now, the beauty of it underneath the battery is no one can get to that back fastener. So that's nice. So you got non-corrosive battery, coin cell. Now guess how long this lasts. You're not going to believe this. 3 years. So that one little coin cell battery, which is like $1.50 or $2, you can get it at you know, your local drugstore. I find that that's the best place to get them. And if I can, oh yeah, you got to pull up on this. There you go. And then you tighten this little screw down with the provided Allen wrench. And I'm so glad they provide this stuff, because, you know, where you got the little Allen wrench laying around? So if you order, you know, 5, 6 of these bad boys, you got a lot of tools sitting around there. So you tighten this into the steel, which is nice, right? Steel. And then you just, it has a little flipper here, and it pops down. Let's get real close here. Let's get this camera to focus. Come on, baby, focus. Well, anyway, that pops down over this screw. Just like that. And now it's alive. So, see, I love the click for some reason. You know, when you're a lock picker, you like to hear that click on all the cylinders. But all metal, nice, nice, nice. So this is a nut that goes on there, and I use a nut driver, you know, a long nut driver, so that's 7/8. This is standard in the industry. All the electronic locks have a 7/8 nut, so you're gonna screw that on. Don't cross thread it. Yeah, it goes on there, and I use a nut driver. Tighten it down. Makes it simple. And then it comes with the little tailpiece, and I can't find the offset tailpiece. They have an offset that came with this, but I don't know where it went. I don't normally use the offsets, but I just use the straight blade. And this is very strong, okay? This won't bend like a little cam lock. And then if you want to, you can use a little clip provided and clip that right in there. That's kind of nice. And then the key fob. So let's get a little closer to this. All right, guys, I'm going to do something that locksmiths love to do, is take things apart and see how they work. So I've already moved the other 3 screws, and I worked on that one too. So you need a nice fine little screwdriver, and that's a pretty good one. Cobalt. Yeah, cobalt. Oh, look what's inside. Delicious. Look at that nice little motor. That thing is a beauty. Yeah, I like it. So it's packed full of American ingenuity. So this is made in America, this beauty. And then you got this cover. So it's inside use, by the way. So this is their utility lock. This is a small little utility lock. And that's what you order from Amazon. So I'm going to put it back together now. Okay, I got it back together. Now, let's just see. It came like this, right, in the box. And all these little parts were in a bag. So let's just see how you do it. Well, you're going to first mount it on the cabinet after you've drilled the little 3/4 inch hole. And then you tighten the nut, whatever depth the cabinet space is. This is 1 1/8". So if you got like a 3/4 inch cabinet, you're usually about 5/8 the door thickness. That tightens right on there. And then how you mount the blade is you have this little stopper. So this keeps it from this little thumb turn from turning too far all the way. And let me just get it in the right spot here. So you just put this bad boy on, and then you put your cam, which is this little blade. We call them blade. Locksmiths call them blades. So you have a little nut here. And I tried switching out this bad boy with another long one I had, but they're kind of all made for each other. And the cool thing is this has a little square washer. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, so it goes on and it mounts over the top of that. So you see the little half round, kind of like a double D there. And it just goes right on here, like so. And then you take the supplied little screw with the lock washer. I usually put Loctite on that, a little bit of blue or red Loctite. And then if I can do this without dropping anything, and I just tighten this on. Now you have it together. So we'll put this is supplied number from the factory, and then the cam turns. I've got that backwards, but that's how that goes together. Nice, like it. All metal, that's nice. Let's get a little deeper into it. So this little baby I ordered, from Amazon, and I ordered it in station mode. So this has a fixed number in it. And if you've ever been in any facility, the code for the facility is usually this type, on cabinets. But, if you say, oh, I really wish this was in locker mode, which when you push in the numbers, they just kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say you did, it would open it up. And then when you locked it again, this would disappear. The 1, 2, 3, 4 wouldn't be the code anymore. It can be whatever the person wants, 4 digits, which is cool. Locker mode's cool, right? So this lock can be transformed into the locker mode. And look at here, you got a QR code. So if you go to your camera and you just tune in to the QR code, let's just do that. I'm going to go into the camera and I'm going to tune in to the QR code. And oh, isn't that cool? I love these cameras. These are so cool. And now, taking a little time to load. It's going straight to their website. And oh, look at this. You've got installation videos. Oh, we all love them. We love videos, don't we? And then you got station mode and locker mode. Look at this. I'm going to touch. I think I already touched there we go. So I'm going to go there. It's loading. And look at this, station mode. They made it all so simple for us. You can just go right on their website. And the model is a UT, right? Utility. And it's station mode. And look, there's a video for us. Oh, so if you can't understand how to do it, there we go. They made it easy. And then let's just check this out again. This is fun. All right, I'm gonna check out the let's see, the locker mode. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. So we're gonna go back to the camera, and we're gonna go back to this QR code. Oh, there it is. Let's just see how smart these codes are. Let's see if it takes us to the same site. Loading. Oh yeah, it did. Oh, you know why it did? Because this lock can be made into either locker or station mode. That's cool. And, they call that hoteling. I don't know if you've been in any facility. But if you put this into locker mode, you can, let's say some folks are working just nights and some folks are working just days. So you have this bad boy mounted to a cabinet, right? And, you open the person that has that one cabinet, right? And they have it only during the day because, cabinets are hard to come by, right? For your purse and your stuff like that, your own personal belongings. So you take them home with you. And the next person uses this this same lock, but in the locker mode, which is so cool. And they just put in their own code and lock up their little goodies. Because I've seen it. It's really sad when somebody, takes a purse. And, people look around and nobody saw them do it because they're really slick when they do it. But this will stop that. So they call it hoteling or locker mode, There's other names for it, where people just use the same cabinet. So this lock will work right there too. Really cool. And you just have to program the same lock. And the programming's simple. And if you get into trouble, guess what? You got tons of videos. This company is great for helping out. And let's just go into locker mode. I want to see this. This is kind of cool. All right, it's loading. It's loading. There's locker mode. And there's the videos. And there's the little blue fob. I like that blue fob. This is your master code fob. All right, so let's look in the manual. So in the manual, we have getting started. You want to get familiar with this first page. You don't even have to read this manual, okay? It's a good idea. If you're a locksmith, I say read the manual. But if you don't want to, don't. It comes pre-programmed, 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's what you like. Just put in 1, 2, 3 and leave it that way. I don't suggest that because, I could get into a lot of buildings because they leave all their stuff in the same, the configuration that came from the factory. They don't suggest it either. They highly suggest you change the master code. All right, the master code is 135243. Kind of simple on the keypad. I mean, whoever thought of this was thinking 1, 3, 5. So those are all odds. 2, 4, and a 3. So that's the master code. And then how you change it is you push this little thing, this little teeny red dot. It moves. It's a switch. So that's where the fob reads into it too. Dual function here. Why waste room on the lock? Isn't that cool? So dual function. And if you set this up, this is your numbers. You don't even need these numbers. You just use this fob and you can program the lock with the fob. So you go 6 times. So it says 6 P's, okay? So you push that thing 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't do it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it was 5 times. Well, see, I should read the manual closer, shouldn't I? All right, I got 5 times. Now it's ticking away. So I'd put in the master code 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. Oh, let's see what's happening. Oh, I messed it up because I waited too long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. Oh, there. Now we got a green light. Now I can go ahead and put in another number. And if I put in another number, I've changed the master code. Okay, because that's what it tells me right here in this little string of goodies, right? You just put in all the P's, 5 P's, and then the factory master code. And then the factory master code again. And then a new factory master code. Doesn't get much easier than that. So you could actually just operate this lock from these 3 little bubbles. Now, if you want to add a fob, let's look at this a little closer. Oh, looky here, they got it color-coded. So I'm thinking I should use the blue fob for these little bubbles. And then, there's the black fobs. So if I want to program in the black fobs, which I paid extra for, which I probably don't ever need this, but some people like a fob for the users. But you can just give them the number and they'll be happy because this lock's made to just use these numbers. I mean, it's made for fobs too. I don't want to dismiss the fobs, but a little expensive maybe for the common guy. Depends on your application. I don't know. Maybe you'll love it. None of the other locks that I ordered from Amazon can do this. The fob that I programmed in here, they can't do. Isn't that cool? And this little fob, I'll explain it a little deeper. it's like an infrared, right? Like your old TV sets, remember back in the old days, Magnavox? I remember 'em. Anyway, the reason why they didn't do it like a radio frequency is because when you push a radio frequency, it could open like 10 locks, because these are all close together normally, right? And if you push the radio frequency, they'd all pop open. But this has to be like 6 inches away. Let's just test it. Let's wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, ooh, I can get further. I can get further than 6. But I have to be facing this, which is cool. So, highly suggest you buy the lock with the blue fob. And the manual, guys, come on, doesn't get much easier than this. You'll wrap your brains around it. Hey, and if you can't, we've got this. Look at what we've got. We've got, let me open my phone. We got videos, and we love videos. That's why we're here at YouTube, because we love videos. So I highly suggest you guys buy this lock. Now, I do love it. I put it on my own personal cabinet, and we'll show me putting it back on, okay? So hang in there till the end. All right, now, notice I drilled the little 3/4 inch hole in the cabinet, and there's the screw hole. And then I swapped I always like washers. I grabbed this off one of my other locks. And then I countersunk this hole, because this thing is an inch thick. And I just wanted to have a little more bite than that thread, just because it's mine. It would have worked. I wouldn't have had to countersink it, but, you know, when you've got these abilities, you should probably use them. You know, Forstner bits and that stuff. So that's the cabinet. There you go. So you can get this lock from Amazon. That's where I bought it, and it takes about 9 days to come to you at your front door. How good is that? Let's get back to the video. Okay, I've got it all installed. There's the battery compartment. Here's the little infrared reader right here. And you don't have to change the battery for 3 years. I'm liking that. Here, it goes back in the lock mode when it's facing the lock on the keypad. And we'll just pull it out of the lock mode and show you how this is relocked. Boom, she's relocked. Can't get in, and if you forget the master code, somebody doesn't tell you it, if you program the blue little key fob, the master, it's called a control fob. Boom, you're in, and you can change back this master code to another master code. So buy the fob with it. So there you have it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Smash that like button. Tell your friends, and I will have more videos like this. And you know, this is ongoing. I'm going to have a series. We're going to talk about the other locks. So stay tuned. Well, guys, there you have it. The lock is from Triteq, and it's a MicroIQ. It comes with the blue fob, and see all these locks? These are interchangeable, okay? This lock will go in place of the regulator lock. It'll go in place of this kit lock. Don't recommend the kit lock. I'm going to play with it though, and then this look at it. This insanely expensive Digi-Lock, which I'm going to have to put sideways, which has a cable going through. Don't recommend this lock, but I'm going to put it on and show you how tough it is, okay? But it looks nice. Too bad it's just so tough. It looks nice, but looks aren't everything in the lock world. And then I'm going to have fun with this lock. This is a thumb lock, or fingers, you know, fingerprint. I can't wait to play with it. Now it has a cable too, but you know, I think I only gave like 39 bucks. That's cheap. So I hope you had fun with this tonight. You know, there's not many people talking about cabinet locks, and they rule the world for locksmiths. They really do. They're everywhere. And I would say half of my job is putting in cabinet locks. So if you want to make some money, guys, and you're a locksmith, put in cabinet locks. If they say, oh, do you want to put in cabinet locks? Don't go, that's for the maintenance guy. No, say, yes, yes, I do. Because there's some really cool cabinet locks. There's some locks that are card reading locks, you know, badge reading locks, cabinet locks that will just blow your brain out. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video tonight. I showed the MicroIQ lock there, and it's just a great lock, and we even took it apart. So tell your friends, smash that like button, and I will have more videos like this for you in the future, especially about these locks. So they're coming next. That's the next on the agenda. So tell your friends, and I will have more from door and lock tips. Thank you so much.